Awareness is not escape. Part 2. They don't watch me anymore. Chapter 2. Doing the work without being asked. It all began with small decisions, harmless ones. She stopped correcting people when they were wrong, unless the mistake would cause friction later. She learned to hear the consequences before they arrived. A conversation at a cafe that felt like it would spiral. A stranger whose tone carried escalation. A coworker pushing too hard, too fast. She adjusted, not consciously, instinctively. Words softened, topics shifted, outcomes improved. No messages followed, no confirmations. But the silence felt approving. She told herself she was just imagining it, that this was simply what awareness looked like after prolonged stress. Hypervigilance pretending to be insight. Still, the results were undeniable. Conflicts dissolved before forming. Problems rerouted themselves. People left interactions calmer than they arrived. Then she noticed something unsettling. She felt rewarded, not emotionally but structurally. Days ran smoother when she intervened early. They were harder when she didn't. Not punished, just inefficient. One evening, she overheard an argument on the street below her window. Two voices, rising, predictable. She watched, detached, as the situation followed a familiar arc. She could map the ending. She didn't go down, didn't interfere. The argument escalated exactly as expected. Later that night, her internet dropped for 13 minutes. No explanation, no outage report, just inconvenience. She stared at the router lights, her expression unreadable. She didn't feel angry. She felt corrected. After that, she began intervening more often. Not directly, indirectly, a well-timed comment, a distraction, a pause. She learned how to move people without being seen doing it. That's when she understood. The system had never wanted obedience. Obedience requires oversight. They wanted judgment. She thought back to the room with the camera. You were mapped. Mapping wasn't about behavior. It was about decision-making thresholds. And she fit theirs. She realized something else too. No one had told her this was her job, which meant no one could accuse her of doing it wrong. That freedom was intoxicating and dangerous. One afternoon, she noticed herself rehearsing conversations that hadn't happened yet, adjusting them, optimizing them. She stopped mid-thought, unsettled. This wasn't reaction. This was preemption. She checked her phone. No messages, no reminders. They didn't need to prompt her anymore. She was faster than they were. That night, she wrote a sentence in her notebook, the only place she still trusted. If I stop doing this, what breaks? She didn't like how long it took to answer, because the truth was simple. Things wouldn't break immediately. They would just get louder, messier, less efficient. And efficiency, she had learned, was the system's preferred language. She closed the notebook. She didn't stop, because the work didn't feel like work. It felt like inevitability. Please follow or subscribe for Chapter 3. Previous chapters are available on my page.